Hi guys, Aziz Golf here. Today we are data driven and we're going to do some exciting stuff. Salim, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Fine, thank you.
So just an introduction to what we do here at Data Driven. We have 2 fitting bays. This one focuses more on lessons. And we use 3D motion plate from Swing Catalyst, which measures ground pressure, which dimension is being used, how much. And then next door we have all our shafts and stuff for fittings. So today we're going to focus on you. We're going to have a look at your golf swing,
Awesome.
understand how you move, and then let's see where we go from there.
Okay, good stuff.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to start with some warm-up shots with the 7 iron, just to get a kind of gist of it.
Pretty good. Okay.
So how do I line? We need to aim.
So you need to aim straight down the white line, basically. Just to the right of it, actually. You set up this side to the right.
Same routine as you're playing real golf.
Yeah. That was a bit left, but it'll work.
That's on it.
It's on it. Yeah.
Nice.
We'll look at the last shot first. So you can see on the screen it's displaying some of the parameters. It actually measures way more. But these are the ones that we're going to focus on. Gives us club speed. Efficiency. So efficiency is actually a calculation based on a measured club speed and a measured ball speed. So it's a conversion. How efficient are you at converting club speed to ball speed? A lot of that is to do with path, angle of attack, face the target, delivered loft, and also impact location. So it's critical we look at impact location. So let's look at that on the last shot. So again, we get most of the information we need on this screen. This sort of quadrant deals with path and face, start angle, side spin. Then this deals with angle of attack, delivered loft, launch angle, and backspin. So these are all critical numbers. Then we're going to go. So this is very key. So we want to look at where are you striking it on the face, because it'll affect efficiency. It'll also have an effect on spin rates, because if you hit it too much in the toe, you're going to get gear effect, which will turn the ball from right to left as a right-handed player. And conversely, if you hit it in the heel, it encourages like a slight fade pattern. So sometimes we look at numbers and expect to see a flight, and we might not see it, and it's because of impact location. Okay, so this is what you did, and this gives us data on what happened at impact. So then we can go to this screen. So this screen is to do with the pressure data. And we have lots of stuff here, which I'll explain. So it's quite critical just to set these bookmarks. You can see the longer.
There's my overswing.
There's the overswing.
John Daly from Kenya.
Yeah, we might get rid of that by the end of today. You never know. Let's get you to impact. Perfect. Okay, so these bookmarks give me lines here. So these graphs deal with the forces. So you've got horizontal force, so front is positive, away from the target is negative. This deals with torque. So torque is a twisting motion. Like how much twisting are your feet doing in the ground? Which way are you trying to push which foot? This deals with vertical. So it's like how much do you load in the ground and how much do you jump? And this is a real key to efficiency, because if we can get you below the line at impact, then all that energy that you stored, you have used. So this will affect club speed quite significantly. Okay. All right, then if we go back to the start. So this is your left foot, this is your right foot. The white dot is your center of pressure, if we looked at you from above. Then you have the gray line. The gray line is a trace. It's everywhere that white dot has been. Now, it's like a signature, because if we looked at each of your swings, it would look very similar. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if we now go and actually start the swing, so I'm going to go frame by frame for the first one. It's a little tedious, but it gives you a good understanding and allows us to see what's happening or not happening, as the case may be. So actually this is pretty good, because the club is moving and the white dot is also moving into your right foot. So that's good. So you are using ground pressure to take the club away, which is great. Most people just use their hands and arms. So that's a good start. You notice that the white dot has now sort of got very static, so it's not moving. So now it is all arms and lift. And then we can get all the way to the top.
That's where the overswing
Yeah,
comes
there's the overswing. So actually the overswing might be causing the delay. So that's interesting. We'll look at that during the session. Okay, yeah, this bit is where there's a lot of inefficiency. So by the time you start to transition, we should have seen this white dot moving towards your left foot.
Okay.
In an ideal situation, you'd like to be 50-50
Okay.
at transition, which gives you more time to get left onto your left foot post, load and release. Okay. So we can see it's all coming down at the same time, so there's no separation really. So you're at peak load, so that's good. With left arm just around parallel or just below, that's fine, very good. But you don't release that energy into the club head. So that's something we're going to look at today. Pressure is good though, but we need to get it over earlier, which will give you more time.
Okay.
All right. So if we go outside into the area.
So guys, you can see that the name data driven means something. It's all data driven. We've gone into deep physics and statistics and pressure and forces and the actual movement of the swing and the physics behind it. So I'm excited to see how this carries on. Stay tuned.
Okay, so Aziz, there's two ways to make this board move. The first one is by physically moving my body weight, which is a very powerful force. However, it's also very slow. So I can make this board move by simply pushing. So I can make it's much quicker. So really the golf swing is a combination of the two. Okay? So I'm going to get you to stand on the board. We're just going to experience how you make it move. And then we're going to do some work with your golf club.
Okay.
And I'll explain how pressure is moved so that we can get you more efficient in transition.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
Side to side, so you can feel. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now let's try and keep the upper body really still and see if you can make the board move by simply pushing in your feet. Push. That's what I'm hoping. So push from the hips. And push it down, push it down, push it down, push it down. Good. Go on. Faster. Go. Okay, so that's also shifting pressure. Because the board's moving. So you're applying a force which will make you move in a certain way. One of the key things to remember, and gets very confusing about pressure, is pressure precedes motion. So what you see is a delayed reaction to how you pushed.
Okay.
Okay, alright. So it does confuse people. Okay, so what I want you to do now is just hold your thumb as if you're going to play golf. Okay, and what I want you to do, if you like, you can start with the left side of the board down. Great. Okay, now I'm going to hold your club. I want you to move that side of the board down. Good. Okay, so can you feel how that's a shift in pressure? That's great. So the start of the backswing should be initiated by actually applying pressure into the right foot.
Right foot, okay.
Because you can feel when you do that, just hold it again, hold the club. So go left, good. Now go right. Can you feel how you pulled me a little bit? Okay, so that instigates the takeaway. which is something people always get confused about. They don't understand how to do it.
Okay.
It's simply move your pressure to the right and just let the club go. Okay, so I'm going to let go this time. You're going to go to the right. Good. Okay, swing to the top of your backswing. No, stop, start again. So right side of the board has to go down. No, start again. Right side down. Yes. Now
Then I take
swing.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
There we go.
So not on the.
No. So remember, pressure precedes motion.
Okay.
So we want the pressure to go first.
Okay.
Pressure first. Go. Right. Up
Then-
to the top.
okay.
Super.
Okay.
Right now, I want you to get the left side of the board down. Yeah. Okay. Then you can come down. So don't come down till I tell you. So good. Left side down. Come on. Go. Move. There we go. Now you can swing down. Does that feel very different?
It feels very different. So basically, I need to. So when I do that,
Yes.
I feel like everything is going to this foot.
Correct. So remember I said to you about loading verticals?
Yes.
Okay, so now this is how the verticals get loaded.
Okay. So before my backswing pressure on this
Yes.
foot, take it back.
All the way to the top,
Then-
left, then you can swing.
Then you swing.
Perfect. Okay, right, let's
Get
do,
the timing of all that in sync.
let's just do like 5 swings. You'll be amazed how quickly you start to get it.
Okay.
Okay, so shift, good, shift left, good, very good. Excellent, let's do that again. Shift left, good, very good. Okay, so this time let's start with the pressure on the left side.
Okay.
Okay, and then move it to the right, then take the club away. So left, to the right, club goes to the left.
No.
It looks relatively simple, but it's not as simple
It's not.
as
It's
you
not.
think.
It's not. It's not.
But your body will get used to it pretty quick. So start there, good. Shifts to the right, goes up, shifts to the left. Yes, goes. So do you notice that it's actually a lot more of a shift
Yeah.
in terms of upper body movement?
Yes, I do.
So I think this is something that people misunderstand.
Yes.
They watch good players on TV and they appear not to move,
Yeah.
but they do move,
Yeah.
and they're moving a lot.
Yeah.
I believe the average is they move 6 inches left.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've got to learn to move because that's how we create power. Okay? So I'll give you like a real life example
Mhm.
of exactly what I'm teaching you here.
Okay.
If I give you a heavy ball and you throw it to me, you will feel exactly that same sequence.
Okay.
Okay? In fact, what we can do is let's pick the board up. You can leave your club down. Let's take you over here. So I simply want you to stand on the board. Okay? Then you're going to grab the ball, backswing, and just throw it. Okay? And notice what happens with the board.
Do I have to put the same or it goes automatically?
Exactly. Right, go.
Yeah. It's just happened itself.
Yeah, exactly. So the reason why you can't do this with a golf club is a golf club is very light.
Yeah.
Very good. That's a golf swing. In simplistic terms, that's a golf swing. Okay, we'll do one more.
Okay.
And you'll notice the harder you want to throw it, so if I move a bit further away, the more you'll shift pressure, the more you'll load. Very good. Okay, is that
I get
starting to make
yeah,
sense?
makes sense, yeah.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
excellent. All right, then let's do a couple more swings, and then we'll go in there, and we'll start to put that into practice, actually hitting a ball.
Okay.
So I'm just going to explain to you what I want you to do. So you need to understand that changing movement patterns is not easy because you have a movement pattern that's yours,
Yeah.
and you've done this for however many years. So what we need to do is just to break it down into pieces to start with. And we maybe do 5-10 swings like this, okay? So you're going to set up, you're going to go shift to the right, get the club to the top, okay? We're going to shift to the left, then you're going to come down. Okay?
It makes it look so easy, but it's not, guys.
Now, I am expecting shots like I just hit. Okay, because we're
No
not.
way. He's expecting head-ups, so don't laugh at me if I do.
So they're not head-ups. They're just, it's really hard to swing when you stop. People think it's easy, it's not. So just go through it again. Shift pressure to the right, up to the top, shift to the left. Okay?
You need to have good hand-eye coordination for this stuff.
Yeah, but you'll be fine. And you don't even need to hit it hard. You can just do it soft.
So let's do it, practice. So, shift to the right,
Good. Right now, shift to the left,
shift to the left,
and then swing down.
and swing.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So pressure is on the left first, shift to the right, swing.
Go left.
Swing
Yes, go. Very good.
I showed it.
It doesn't matter. You did it. That's a good start. Okay, so you shifted to the left, but it wasn't as left as I would like. So wait for me to tell you when to go
Okay,
down.
okay.
Okay, so up to the top. Shift left. Go more, go more, go more, go more. Good. Right, now you can come down. Fabulous. Now it feels different, right?
It feels so different because I feel like I'm leaning so much forward
Yes.
that I'm naturally going to open my club face and give a shake.
Well, let's see. That one didn't shine. We can even see where it is on the club face and see how. So let's do that again. So just break it down. Up to the top, stop. Right, stay there. So from there, it's coming down. Perfect. Okay, now from there, just swing down gently. Very good. Nice shot.
Nice.
140 yards, 7.
Yes, but so if you have to think in a golf swing, they say it takes off 10 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
If we're now doing thinking and stopping, yeah, you're going to lose your
Yeah.
speed. Okay, but the focus is if we change your movement pattern, is it changing numbers?
Okay.
Okay, so if we have a look, so club path is still very out to in, so that's something that, so we need to look at the pressure and understand, are you moving left early enough? And then we can go from there. So let's do 2 or 3 more,
Okay.
with the pause, and then we'll have a go with one full swing. Right. Shift up to the top, shift left. Yeah, very nice. Very good. Okay, one more like that.
Ah, it's going straight.
Yeah. let's see. And most important is to look at the days and just see are we shifting left. Because you can't see these things. Right, up to the top, shift left. Very good. Not bad.
Do that pretty quickly.
Yeah, that was better. Okay. Do you want to come here and have a look?
Let's look at the numbers.
Yeah. So numbers aren't changing dramatically yet,
And remember, guys, numbers don't lie.
but let's see if you're doing what we're asking you to do. Okay, so that's very good. Early shift. Good. Early pressure. Fantastic. Right, now, can you see how you're really struggling to move left?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now you've gone left, but then you go back to go forward. So it is better. You can see there's a lot more shaft lean. There's actually a lot more hip rotation. And you're starting to almost get back to 0 on the vertical. So that's good.
A big difference from the
Yeah.
from my normal swing.
And again, if you look at the pressure trace from 0, it's a lot more linear. But you,
Oh yeah, look at the difference.
Yeah. But there is a lot of going backwards and forwards. So shifting left is definitely for you something that will take time.
Yeah.
But let's try on a full swing and see what happens. Okay. Okay, back, shift early. Yes. Was better.
I felt it.
Yeah, it was better. It was better.
Guys, I don't usually hit my 7 iron.
So don't worry, you're here for a lesson.
I know the comment section.
They'll be asking what colour skirt you're going to wear. Okay, so back, shift early. Come on, really go early this time. Commit, go early and let's see. Maybe better. Normally a miss hit means you've done something different, so that's a good sign. Yeah, it does look better. Let's have a look.
I kind of feel I have to turn my whole foot like.
Okay. Yeah, you know, you start to go, if we go back there. Okay, so if I go frame by frame and watch the dot. So you're starting to go left, but then you panic and stop. Then you go back to the right. See? Go back to comfort zone. And then you start to swing down and the pressure comes.
Yeah.
So you're trying to go, but your brain's saying, I can't do this.
I don't know this yet.
Yes,
I'm not
exactly.
familiar with this.
Yeah. But you are getting in a better, like, slightly better
Yeah,
impact
yeah.
positions.
Because I remember before, if you put me there, you'll find both my toes are.
Yeah.
I'm like tiptoeing at impact.
I mean, this is better because you're much more braced at impact. So, but yeah, it's just you've got to keep moving early. And it's I would if you're going to do a drill, I would say to you when you go to the range,
Yeah.
you do the drill and you literally go there, stop,
Yeah.
and then just
one
come
we did
down.
outside, yeah.
Yes, and the one we did in here.
Yeah.
Then you just hit the ball, and it doesn't matter what the ball does. You've just got to be used to being on that side. And if you did that for 50 balls, it starts to feel more natural. Then you could start doing it more gently. So for example, if I show you like a gentle swing, let's just put this on capture so we can see. So if we did it even, let's say with just a little half swing. So we could still get like the pressure bit working, but we're only going to hit it softly. So we go. So you notice how early I shifted
Yeah.
left. So if we go.
But it's coming so natural for you. For me, it's like unnatural.
Well, I can tell you, 3 years ago, that was not a natural move. I've worked pretty hard on this. So if we look at mine, you'll see a very different trace. See, watch the dot. So I'm still going back, and the dot's gone way left. So I'm really going left early and staying left. Okay.
Hi guys, so we've done the lesson part of the session. That was more about my weight shifting, which is the main problem in my swing. And now we're going to have Ross fitting me for a driver. Ross, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers, man.
Good to have you.
So what are we working on?
So what we're basically going to, obviously I'm going to start off by asking a few questions.
Okay.
So we're going to do a driver fit today.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of just sort of determine what kind of head what would be best suited to you, as well as what type of shaft.
Okay.
And then we'll go into the little things like making sure grip size, because it helps with feel and all of this. That kind of comes more towards the end. But to start with, the thing I like to sort of say, I like to ask people is like, what are you looking to get out of this? Are you looking for more distance, control? Is it feel? Like what are you looking to improve from this session?
So for me, it's mainly consistency with my driver.
Yeah. Okay.
I find that I'll hit nice straight ones, but there are times I'll have a slice.
Okay. So the miss tends to be right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally my misses are, because I normally hit a fade, so
Yeah.
my miss is left to right. If I hit right to left, I know that's fatigue kicking in.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I start hooking or pulling,
Yeah.
it's for me it's a fatigue issue.
Yeah. And you've not been fitted for this
I've never
previously?
been fitted. It's all trial and error for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it'll be interesting then, because you're someone that hasn't been fitted before. It'll be interesting to see how much of a gain on dispersion we can get.
Okay.
Just by changing simple things like to do with heads, you can change the weights on the heads, and that way it can just sort of lessen the spin in sort of different directions.
So you mean like adjusting these knobs?
So you
or-
see, with this one, you can't really adjust this.
Okay.
But we have certain heads that have a 3-point
Yeah,
weight
I've seen
system.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, by just simply moving the weight in certain directions, because it kind of counters. So when you talk about gear effect on a driver face, it can counter that side spin, which then alleviates a big miss. Okay? Because obviously you're saying to me that your miss tends to be a slice.
Yes.
So we need to see, right, what's causing the slice,
Okay.
and how can we reduce that through the use of different equipment. Okay.
Cool.
So what we'll do is we'll just start by hitting a few with yours.
Okay.
Let's get some average data.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll start to go through the process of changing different heads, different shafts, and seeing how it affects the numbers. All right.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So just rip it and rip it.
Rip it.
Guys, I haven't had lunch, so if I hit that 40-yard short, hold on.
Yeah. That's a decent whack.
Not bad, 293.
Yeah, that's good. We'll probably try and do about 4 or 5 shots. Let's get some averages. So now we've hit a few shots. So now we've got some averages here. Okay, this is mainly ball. All right. So obviously I'll change it to club in a second. What I'm noticing obviously is total spin. That's quite high. For your swing speed, I reckon the average on the swing speed for you would probably sit around 107, 108, looking at it. I would like to try and see this come down. Okay? So you remember, so when you were saying to me, you mentioned at one point that you can sometimes hit it and it just stops dead.
Yeah.
This can generally cause it sometimes, particularly when you're hitting into wind, the ball balloons and it just falls out of the sky like a dead pheasant. Okay? So what we need to try and do is we're trying to match two things. We're trying to match this number with this number. Okay? So if with you, I'd probably try and get this a little bit lower, because you've got the swing speed where launching it a little bit lower is not going to hurt you. Yeah? But we mainly need to try and get the spin rate down. By doing that, we can maximize on accuracy and distance. Okay? And we'll have a look at a second on off-centered shots, because if we look at spin axis, not too bad, but there are a couple of anomalies here that generally cause the ball to then deviate a lot. Okay. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll look at basically, I'll start in a ballpark area that I think might sort of benefit, and then as the fitting goes on, I'll start changing things as I go.
Okay.
And throughout the process I'll be asking you questions, because at the end of the day, I can fit you based off data, but it's a marriage of two things. It's data, but then also your feedback.
Okay.
Because I'm not buying the club at the end of the day, it would be you. So it has to work for you as well. So you need to like the look of it, like the simple things like that. You need to like the feel of it, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So I can see here you've got 10.5 degrees of loft.
Yes.
Yeah. With a 6.0 60-gram hazardous IM10. I think what we're going to do is we're probably just going to go a little bit stiffer. Okay, and we're probably also, I might just get a club that has a bit less loft.
Okay.
And let's see how that affects the data to start.
Cool.
So with these two heads, we've got different lofts, but similar weight. So for you, I obviously noticed we could do with launching it a little bit lower to start with, but the main thing I wanted to try and get was the weight forwards so that we can lessen the spin. And let's see if that can just sort of help the ball stay in the air for longer, yeah, while also not being a detriment when you get into windy conditions. Okay. Okay, so this is, I'm going to start off by going with the sort of more modern equivalent to what you had in yours, just to sort of give me a starting point. But I've gone stiffer, same weight. What's interesting here is that obviously we've got two different shafts here. So we've got both 60 gram extra stiff, but you'll notice here the number's different. So this 274 and 264. So obviously we've measured the frequency of these shafts. And this one, the black, is actually slightly stiffer than the one of the blue, even though they're the same weight and same flex technically. So we'll try both. Let's see how it changes the data, and it kind of then pushes us in a direction that hopefully, along with feel and everything, we end up in the right place.
Okay, so we're going to try the new shaft and club head Ross has given.
Yeah. So this is a Denali Black.
Okay.
60 grams, 6.5. Okay. And we've gone with a 10.5 degree head, so it's the same as what you had in terms of loft.
Yeah.
But I've got the weight forward in this head, so it's
And this is extra stiff.
extra stiff. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how it goes. Really see good growth.
Yeah. Yeah, so instantly there's lower launch. Now obviously, sometimes you might find that the launch starts off going too low,
Yeah.
so then I just have to, yeah?
I can already tell you, it feels so much better. And I feel there's control.
Okay, that's good.
No matter what the swing, I feel like there's control.
Right, okay. No, that's good.
That's good one on.
Yeah.
Give this one some oomph. You see, like if I did that with my driver, it would be a big slice.
Yeah.
This was like a little cut.
Yeah. Okay, so all I've done here is mainly I've changed the shaft, so I've gone with the Denali Blue now. So because I've also added a weight here. So before we just had the 12.5 gram weight in the heel. Now I put one as well in the toe, just to even it out a little bit, and also just bring a little bit more weight forward, just to see how it affects the spin. But then I've gone Denali Blue because I just wanted to see, I don't want to diminish the launch while reducing the spin. Okay. Did you feel the difference in the shaft?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt a big difference. Club speed.
Okay.
I saw that slower.
Yeah. So here's what's really interesting looking at this. So club speeds obviously come down from the start of the fitting.
Yeah.
We've lost a little bit of ball speed, but not a lot. Spins right down. Okay?
Which is the main thing. we
Main
want.
thing, spins right down. Like I said, I put the blue in there just to try and not diminish too much on launch.
Yeah.
Now carry is slightly less, probably just because of club speed in relation,
Yeah.
but we've actually not lost as much as I thought we would.
Yeah.
Yeah? So probably when you're back to, because obviously I know you did a lot of balls today, when you're back to swinging up to about 108, 109,
Yeah.
these become much more optimized.
Okay. Let's try hitting one a bit harder.
Yeah.
I'm running out of energy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to.
Let's try. We get the 109. Next straight.
Yeah,
And then do it. Oh, that's more like it.
there you go.
Come on, give me 300.
Bomb squat.
Top speed, again it's low.
So it's low, look, because your spin has come down, look how much the carry goes up.
Yes.
Because your spin, now we're optimizing launch and spin. Yeah? And by optimizing it properly, we maximize on carry.
Yeah.
Alright? So that's the beauty of modern equipment, is that we can tailor these things so specifically. Now, the only reason it's gone left on you was because, like from your lesson, you just come across it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We do one more.
Yeah. See how much your efficiency's gone up as well?
Yeah.
1.48
Yeah.
from 1.3.
Are you able to put this shaft on line focus?
Yes.
Can it fit?
Yeah.
How much
So
is
what we'll do is that's the lead up. Yeah. This is
The
your mark.
thing is, reduce my club speed. It's because I'm tired. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. Backspin's down, launch was down a little bit there, but then carry didn't really drop too much.
It's fatiguing.
Yeah, so the only reason this is dropping and this is dropping is just because of fatigue.
Yeah.
I reckon, to be honest, you would never lose out on these.
After lunch, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, just because of this, you're just going to get a bit left.
Cool.
So I have never actually seen anyone get an efficiency of over 1.47 on GC Quad.
So that's good.
So now you've got 1.48 and a 1.5. That is amazing.
You heard that, guys? That is amazing. I'm amazing.
That's not you amazing, it's the shaft that's amazing.
The shaft is amazing and the swing is amazing too. Awesome. Okay guys, that's the end of our driver fitting session. I must say I learned a lot. It's not just about the swing, it's about the numbers too. So thank you, Ross.
No problem.
Thanks so much for
Yeah.
having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been good fun, I think. It's been also a bit educational.
Absolutely. I felt like I was in class today. I've learned so many things. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, just so everyone can understand a little bit on the number changes. So just by changing the weight in the head and the type of shaft, obviously, you know, we were trying to look at control for you, improving on control. You know, your backspin numbers reduced by about 1,500 revs. Your launch number came down by about a degree. Your swing speeds by the end of the fitting started to drop, but your efficiency numbers went from 1.4 to 1.5, which is huge. It's a huge change. It's much more, you know, it means, because you were showing similar sort of distances with a slower swing speed, just because of the way the ball was coming off the face. And obviously all this, like, this is just from a single driver fit, you know, and we can, that's the whole point of fittings, is we can dial everything in so that your game is as optimized as it can be.
Oh. I know I'm going to come back. That's for sure. There's a lot to be done.
Yeah.
There's a lot in my head. So for now, I'm going to change my driver shaft to an extra stiff. It's still 60 grams, but it's an extra stiff, and let's see, that should...
Yeah, let's see how that does for you, because obviously you're playing this weekend, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it performs for you, and it'll be interesting. I look forward to sort of hearing.
Likewise. Awesome. Okay guys, it's a wrap. Had a really good session. I've been here the whole day basically. I must say something. The name Data Driven is exactly what it is. It's data driven. I learned so much today. I did not think golf can be that in-depth with physics and numbers and math, but it's real. These things help make you become a better golfer. I'd like to thank Salim for inviting me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to
Thank
have
you,
you.
Ross.
Cheers. Good. It's good, lovely meeting you.
And yeah, maybe thank you guys, thank you. And maybe the guys can just explain a little intro on data driven and why it's important for every amateur and elite golfer to visit this place, get your numbers, see your stats, and know how to better your game in this.
Yeah, I think what Aziz is saying is right. It's not. This is not just for elite players. Elite players definitely benefit, and we hope that elite players will come. because we're here to try and also move Kenya golf forward, raise the standard of elite golf. Along the way, we hope everybody's standard goes with it. We're not just a center for elite players. These numbers and information and data and how to move and pressure is valid for everybody. So, if you really want to come and understand what is the serious root problem of your golf, then we will find it.
Awesome. So that's the end of our session with Data Driven. Find them on all social media platforms, Data Driven. Find Aziz Golf on social media. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to find us in person, you'll find us on Karen Road, just opposite Karen Country Club at Karen Country Club Gardens. We look forward to the future and what potential for golf is in Kenya, and we hope to see you here soon.